Hey, Hammer Nation, what's up? Man, Epstein may be dead, but his presence is haunting everybody. Just a second, Hammer Nation. Let's see. There you go. Yeah, Epstein may be gone, but his presence is haunting everybody now. Let's show some comments. Okay. Yes, just a second. Uh-oh. Well, someone's something. CNN breaking news. Okay. What's up, everybody? I'm doing a puzzle over here, so let me. Uh, oh God. Let's see. What can I do now? Let's see. Yeah, nothing else happening around here. Hi, Ma.
Lord.
Yeah, I'm just doing a puzzle here, and it's blowing hard wind out here, man. I never seen it blow this much today. So hopefully it won't be as bad when I go to work tomorrow. Hopefully. What's this? Oh, hey, T. It's blowing wind out here, man. I'm sick of this, man. Yeah. Ugh. Polish my nails. I don't know if it's any better than what I did. Okay. 23rd, I get paid again. It is? Hasn't hit here yet. Where are you from? New York, New Jersey? This hasn't started here yet. Right now it's just windy here. Oh, you're Chicago. Yeah, it's always snowing up there. Right now it's just windy here. Let me show you. Okay, let me go to camera. Let's see. No. Let's see. Sure. Yeah, it's just windy here. No. See, this is Jersey. See, it's just windy here. Because that's where that tree fell when I came home, right up there in the middle of that road there. So that's it. Yeah. Right now, I left my smock and my hat at my job. So I'll get that when I go tomorrow. Low down, boss gags. I sure like to do some reaction videos. I got some Jenga. You know? Yeah, I'm just doing a puzzle. You know? Okay, that fits. Yeah. Everybody's so freaking gun ho these days. Yeah, this is the puzzles that I'm doing. See, that's the puzzles that I'm doing right now. So it's yeah. So that's what I'm doing right now with this puzzle. Yeah. Let me see. Okay. Hmm. No. Camera. Let's see. Camera. Let's see. I can't go back. No. Hey, observing stuff. What's up? Just getting ready for work tomorrow. Try to get some sleep. But as you all can see, Gary always wants something. And I haven't sold. These are all my father's clowns, folks. As you can see, these are all my late father's clowns I got. So if anybody wants any, if someone likes clowns and stuff like that, uh, you know, let me know. Yeah, these are all my father's clowns, man. So far, I haven't gotten rid of them. She's not like nobody's interested or doesn't want to pay the money for them. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do. Do. What you doing, observing stuff? Let me see. If you ever want to come up, I invite you. Yeah. 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 Here's all of them. See, that's that big one right there. Yeah. There's another big one right there. That's all his clown. Oh, okay.
This thing, it keep doing. Hold on, I'm gonna come right back. I will come right back because my audio be messed up.
I hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear you. I can barely hear you. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Alexa, play the music. Okay. Alexa, raise the Alexa, go back to Sirius XM. Alexa, go back to Sirius XM the group. Okay. Tuning into the groove from Sirius. Oh shoot. Oh, sorry. There you go.
There we go. Now I can hear you. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, these are all my late father's clowns.
So he made clowns,
No, he collected them.
collected clowns. Okay,
Yeah, I'll show you a couple of them. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. This is this. Some are really old. Some might need some work, but you got this clown. This clown right here. It's real porcelain,
Hmm.
and he has a really. This is like the real popular one he got. This clown right here. This really big one right here.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think he has a big one that's like $300.
Oh, what's a clown cost $300?
Yeah, this big one right here, observing stuff.
Let me see.
Yeah, this big one here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, where did he get this from? It's got certificate of authenticity on it. So this is what my late father did.
So I never knew about a clown collecting community. That's actually very interesting.
Yeah, he's got a hobo one. Here, this is other clown he's got right here. I've been try to get rid of him or sell him. If somebody would want one, my email. I'll put my email up, and anybody wants them, just let me know.
So what made him collect the clowns? I'm
I don't
curious.
know. When he first found me, because like I said, my father wasn't exactly in my life during those years until he
Hmm.
found me. So he collected them over the years. He had it in a glass case, and ever since then, I've been stuck with them.
Hmm. So I had a sister who she would collect dolls. Not had. I still have my sister. She's still my sister. But yeah, she would collect dolls like porcelain dolls and things like that. And
Yeah.
I would ask her like, "What made you collect those?" And she was like, "I don't know." So I like wondered why people collect that.
Well, he
Me.
had a well that what you see there. Some might need a little bit of work, but those clowns you see here, those are all his. He bought all those.
Huh.
He sure did. Just like he does his guns sometimes. But
Oh, he collect guns too.
well, sort of, yeah. But I could still smell the smoke coming out of that gun when I lived in one of the worst parts of Jersey when I was a kid with my late mom. But he used to shoot that gun right in the house, blast it. I could still smell the smoke coming from that gun to this
Was
day.
he was he blasting it to protect y'all or?
I don't. My father was in and out of jail and everything else, and my grandparents
Hmm.
never liked him. So it was just me, my sister, my two brothers. But Jesse had to be institutionalized, and it took us a long time to find him because we didn't know where the heck he was. But I keep in touch with Jesse. He got a disability, um, more severe than me. He's been
Hmm.
institutionalized all his life. So
Well, I'm happy you all right. I'm happy you all right. And you
Oh yeah,
working?
I keep in touch with him on his birthday because my birthday's in a couple of months.
Oh,
But,
when your birthday?
May 4th.
May 4th. Okay. Hey, mine's August 24th. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll be 60 in May. So as of right now, I'm trying to. And this is the my most proud one I got. This is the most proud one I have. Where is it? Um, yeah,
And
my
then that's the most
my
proud birthday as
grandma.
well, because most people don't make it that far. Most people don't make it to 60. So that's an accomplishment.
See that? That's my grandma, and that's Mrs. King right there.
That's beautiful. So
I have.
who's which one's your grandma?
That's the one with the hair up top, right there.
Oh,
That's
okay.
her.
Okay.
That's her right there.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, she was in there with a whole bunch of other ladies, in there with Mrs. King. But like I said, if anybody knew that Mrs. King was there would have been a lot of heck. They said somebody would have said, "We're gonna blow that place where you and Mrs. King at." They was gonna blow up my grandma and everybody else in there.
Blow up who?
They was
They was
gonna,
gonna,
huh?
they was gonna blow up the hospital?
No, it wasn't the hospital. I don't know where this was taken. See, but somebody must have found out where the picture was taken, and they said they was gonna blow that up with my grandma in there and Mrs.
Mm.
King in there. So I was born in '66, so I was like born in the middle of this whole mess. But I have the original picture with my grandma and the other ladies in there. So I have it on my photo file, and somebody must have found out that Mrs. King was there because we didn't have somebody called. I think my grandfather knew the Kings, and hey, and they made her, and they invited her, and hopefully they had security, but I don't know. But luckily nobody got hurt, but somebody must have saw the picture, saw where the place was. I don't know where it was, and they said they was going to probably shoot the place or blow the place up with my grandma in there.
Yeah, I had that same situation actually. It's crazy because my grandma died. And my grandma was my best friend. And when she passed away back when I was younger, they had a bomb
My
threat.
grandma died in 2000. She died right in the house. So I lived in Middlesex at the time, and there was
Yeah,
my aunt. She had prop with her mind, and because my grandfather died in '94, he was a reverend, so he knew a lot of people in Manhattan in church. Yeah, because one day said LL Cool J ran into my grandfather's church, and some fans was trying to see where he was, and my grandfather pulled it to the wrong direction. He
mm,
said he went that way. My sister was the only one that get to talk to him. I don't know if he still remembers that, but that was my brush with some. I haven't really met any celebrities in my lifetime, but my grandmother
mm.
and my grandfather met the Kings. Man, I'm sure they were scared to death about what was going to happen. Somebody
Oh
found out Mrs.
man.
King
So
was
did
in
they meet? Did they meet? Like Michael Jackson? Did they meet?
there. No,
So
no.
what kings did they meet?
Martin,
Martin Lawrence?
Martin Luther King, and Mrs.
Oh,
King.
Martin Luther King. Oh, the real king. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And that's why I had the original picture with my grandma, a whole bunch of ladies in there. And like I said, if somebody found out that there was Mrs. King was in there, you don't know what would have happened. I mean, there would have been a lot of probably blowing up the place, you know. So I still don't know where that picture was taken. I still have it on my computer. Yeah, but
That, that's good. It's
I'm going
good.
like my late stepmom made me that for my birthday, so I keep that on the wall every time I look at it. You know, you know, I do. I wish I had a picture of my late husband, but I don't. But yeah,
Hey, no reason to get like upset about certain things. You know what I realize? The older I get, is I'm happy the experiences that I had.
hmm
Because that can't be taken away from me. You know.
I learned in the '70s and '80s, and you had your telephone booths and all that. And what I'm playing now is music. Right now, this new music I hear is absolutely just is garbage to me.
Oh
You
yeah, I've
know,
been hearing it for the last. Yeah, I've been
used to
hearing that.
go to, yeah. Go ahead. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But you gotta kind of work to find good music. Because for
Yeah,
example, like people didn't know music soul. You know who music soul child is.
yeah.
So people didn't know he actually was still making
Yeah,
music.
Tucker Five.
Yeah, he was actually still making music. You actually gotta kind of find it. The industry kind of shuts it down.
Yeah,
So you
you
gotta
you
kind
can
of.
go to. My aunt had a whole bunch of records with Eddie Murphy, Delirious on there, and my grandmother had a lot of Mahalia Jackson stuff on there. But I had records and tapes and cassette tapes. I had an 8-track tape with a record player, 8-track tape, and a cassette. You know, I used to buy McDonald's records, and the McDonald's record would say if your record names all the ingredients in a Big Mac, you win a lot of money. I tried, bought it, didn't exactly get where I wanted to be.
McDonald's records. Now that's new to me. You said McDonald's records.
Yeah, you get a record at McDonald's, and it tells you all two offbeat patterns of sauce with the cheese, mayonnaise on a sesame seed bun. That was the jingle back then. And if
Oh,
you,
two hoes. These some
yeah,
on
yeah,
sesame seed bun, huh?
yeah, and
Yeah.
if you get a record from McDonald's and it plays that song and you win money, I bought that record, but it wasn't exactly what I thought. It didn't do all the ingredients, you know. They say try again next time, but usually somebody from out of state wins that, you know.
That's interesting. I mean, McDonald's is in all states, but that's interesting. I did, I heard that jingle. I heard
Yeah,
of a
two
rapper,
offbeat patterns, sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, or the sesame seed
sesame
bun.
seed bun. Yep, yep, yep.
Yeah, I missed all those McDonald's commercials. The Hamburglar, Grimace, the Mayor. Used to get most McDonald's glasses. To you, all you young people out there, you don't know none of this. You don't know
Yeah,
none of this.
Yahoo. I don't
You
know
don't know
none of
that
that.
they got rid of it because of the paint on the glasses, and you know. But I like the McDonald's glasses, you know. And sometimes during after New Year's, McDonald's will have a limited time sale for 99 cents for a Big Mac, you know, like every New Year's,
I
you
wish
know.
it was like that. I wish it was like that
Yeah,
now.
I wish it was too.
I ain't not the dollar menu was go.
Uh, I'm, you know, but back then we had Hardee's, we had Jack in the Box, we had Boy Rogers, and you still see Boy Rogers on the Jersey Turnpike when you
Wait,
go to these rest stop areas. We got a Whitney Houston rest stop, we got a Bon Jovi rest stop here. I haven't been in that one yet. I would like to go to the Whitney Houston rest stop or museum. Yeah, they have a museum, I think, in Newark. But you know, it's my, you know, but you're supposed to get hit with another winter storm. I don't know. But I'm
you
going
got
to
another
work.
one that's one.
I'm gonna, yeah. So hey, if anybody likes my content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We don't allow good people here on Hammer Nation, okay? And if anybody starts a mess, my managing boss will put you in the toolbox and shut the lid on you, okay, and let you rust, okay,
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
until we
ma'am.
put some oil on you. Remember, isn't that when they show McDonald and the Hamburglar? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And those are goblins, those French fry, those greedy goblins, you know, the fry guys. Yeah,
Hmm.
those were the good old days. You had Schoolhouse Rock, you had Saturday morning cartoons, but you know, it
So
don't be the
I
same.
got a question. So
Yeah.
what year do you think the 80s was the best or the 90s was the best? 90s versus 80s. Which one do you think was the best one?
70s was not bad. But I think the
Mm,
80s, because when I graduated in high school in 85, I went to the Great Adventure, which is now Six Flags.
I love Six Flags.
Yeah, I went there on my senior class trip, and I came back home, and it was a shock to me what I had to deal with.
So you think the 80s better than 90s?
The 90s wasn't bad, I like to say, but The
I
80s
mean,
was
there was no wrong answer. There was no
oh,
wrong answer.
I like the Mattel football. We had all those little dots, and it does the charge. The NFL, you didn't have those other realistic players back then. Like I said, the video games that I grew up then wasn't as advanced as the games are now. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
because I get the cheap magazines. I got the Sega cards with the Spy versus Spy. I would booby trap the door with a
Oh my!
glass with a bucket of water or electrify the door.
What game you talk about? What game you talk about? That's
Spy
crazy.
versus Spy. Spy versus Spy.
Yeah, we used to have to like see. I'm from the era where like we used to have to get the cheat code magazines, like and stuff like that. Like
I had
that's
to see it.
crazy. I used to get it from Snooks. I used to get it from Snooks.
I had to get those magazines in either on the newsstand or something like that, or order it. Because I used to order the WWF magazines. I had the jacket and everything. But I liked the 80s. 80s was good. It was simple. You didn't have to worry about nobody shooting up a place at your school. You know,
I
not
mean,
like
they were shooting that. They were shooting no school in the '80s, but they were shooting.
yeah. Well, you had to worry about the drug dealers.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the drug dealers was your main thing. But I like the 80s because I grew up in there. Oh, hi, She Love 2016. How you doing, man? Yeah, but right now I'm just want to try to. I'm just playing some Sirius XM radio. I don't want the radio to die. I used to have the radio on my bed when I was a kid, but I had a chalkboard and everything. But I just I don't mind. I don't like I said. I like the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. This other era, this is not my era at all. I'm sorry.
Hell, this ain't my era either. I was born in the
Thank
'90s.
you. I thought I was alone. I thought I was alone
Yeah,
on that score. Oh, good,
ain't my era
good.
either. But you know what?
Yeah,
Hey, everything come around. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah, but I still want to go back to those days. I had the lunch boxes. I had TVs. Yeah, one TV upstairs and one TV downstairs. But if you broke the knob, you had to get a pair of pliers to turn the knob. And if your antenna broke, you get a hanger and stuck it in that hole there. Sometimes the white knobs in the back was a chore, but I was happy with it. We didn't have remote controls then.
then no
And
more controls, no. But the crazy thing is, like, you can't talk to somebody across the state back then. You were just there. And that was actually pretty interesting.
I had, and then you had beepers. You didn't have pagers. We had like beeper or pagers back then because if you get a phone call, you have to go to somebody's house or to a phone booth to dial the number. You know, you know. I
Hmm.
didn't want to touch those phone booths, but these young people don't know what a phone booth is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
sitting
the
that phone
phone.
booth and that dusty big book in there, you don't know if it was messed up or somebody did something with it. Okay?
I think the phone booths died in about 2005.
Yeah,
At
I
least in
know.
my city. At least in
I
my city, I think it died 2005.
had a
Cause
remote phone. Yeah, and I watched that 1985, December 1985. I was out of high school when that cocaine bear, when that guy jumped out of the Cessna plane, landed, and all he had so much on him that he fell to somebody's backyard.
the bear,
True,
Jesus Christ, you said the bear?
true story. Back in December of 1985, I was out of high school. There was this guy named, oh, you remember the phone booth? Yeah. There was a guy named Andrew Fortune. He came from like a wealthy family in Kentucky, but he wanted to he was a cop and he became a full-time drug smuggler. And you ever heard of Woody Harrington, right?
I know Woody
Years?
Harrelson.
Yeah. His father shot a judge. His name was Maximum John. So the
Hmm.
cocaine bear was like what because Thurston, 13 jumped out of a Cessna plane, right? And he landed on somebody's backyard. That's what started the legend of the cocaine bear. And he had Krugerrands, he had diamonds, he had money, he had a wristwatch that had tear gas, he had sheets on a spear of sheets inside of him. He had what else did he have? Um, he had a bulletproof, a Browning, a gun. Yeah, he had. Yeah, 10 cents was the time.
The
Yeah,
bear had a gun?
No, the cocaine. It was a lot of cocaine back then, and
I bet.
he supposedly snorted it, but he didn't really snort it. He just up and died, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But the
That's the
legend
real
was,
that story I know. Yeah, the real story.
he had a parachute and a duffel bag full of coke, and the guy that dropped into that guy's backyard had a duffel bag and full of coke. It was like hundreds of millions of dollars of coke. It was marked USA on the front. It was in black, you know.
Yeah, that's definitely a fun movie
Oh yeah, you'll
because
see if you ever at Kentucky Fun Mall, and you'll see Pablo Escobar there.
Escobar.
Pablo Escobar. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is my era. This was in December of 1985. Okay, I was out of high school that time. Yeah, that was a true story. I used to read it in the newspaper a long
Yeah,
time.
Pablo Escobar in 1985.
Yeah, there was a bear, and somebody said this bear snorted a whole bunch of coke, and he got high, but the bear up and died. He didn't really snort the stuff, okay? But that sort of spread along about what the cocaine bear, because you saw the movie Cocaine Bear. It was based on that guy Andrew Thornton, who came from a really wealthy family who had a family that owned
No,
horses.
that's funny. No, that's funny.
Yeah, but it was funny, but that was I watched it. I read it. I couldn't believe it. But I'm telling you, it's the truth of the matter. Okay, he had so much stuff on him that he landed in somebody's backyard. Okay, because we had rotary phones back then. He called the police, dialing. We didn't have cell phones then, you know. So he had all sorts of stuff on him that was to him for him to jump out of that chute, and his parachute didn't open. He had so much Krugerrands. He had a gun. He had a wristwatch with tear gas. He had money, but and his
this actually like chat. If y'all not really, this actually is a true story. A bear was doped up on cocaine. It's actually a true story.
Yeah, it is. I read
the bear OD'd. The bear OD'd.
The bear OD'd, but they don't know if he snorted the stuff.
Oh, that bear went at it. He couldn't get enough.
They don't know if it was blown away by the wind, but the bear didn't eat 70 pounds of the stuff. Okay, watch Peacock, the true story of the cocaine bear. You'll see you go if you're near a Kentucky Fun Mall, or you can order their stuff on their website, KentuckyFunMall.com, and you'll see Pablo Escobar there. Okay,
and it's messed up because like I feel bad imagine losing that much cocaine because of a bear, or you dropped it in the wrong spot, and it's like, oh, they did.
Andrew Thornton his heart wasn't in. He went to the University of Kentucky, but his heart wasn't in it. So he decided to be a cop. But he had a friend that was from Kentucky, two blue bloods. I don't think it was for the money because his family was wealthy. He just wanted the excitement and the adventure of it all. But his luck ran out when he jumped out of that plane, and he had so much on him that he fell in somebody's backyard in the middle of the night.
You know what? So what's the documentary called?
Cocaine Bear, a true story. It's on Peacock.
Okay, I gotta check that out for real. I gotta check that out.
Some of the people that was on that case are retired, but some people knew the Thorntons. They were very well known in the community of Kentucky because they was like from high society or privilege. But this guy wanted hi Tennessee Whiskey, what's up? What's up? So I'm gonna be live again maybe tomorrow, but I just wanted to come and tell you all about everything. And they're still looking for this convicted ISIS supporter that did that deadly shooting at Old Dominion. I've been watching that, but I just try to keep everything light today. I don't want to get into all this other crap. I really don't. But like I said, I have good mods here. I have managing mods. And if you see somebody that's acting up in this chat, just time them out, ban them, or just put them in the toolbox. They'll love the toolbox. There's a whole bunch of other tools down there. They'll be comfortable down there in the toolbox. Okay.
Yeah, and as well, if you like horror, as you already know, but you like horror, I play horror games. So yeah, that's how my channel is.
I give you permission to put your channel in my chat of observing stuff.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Let me see.
because if anybody puts it there without my permission, just time them out. Okay, only if you ask me. I'm trying to keep my channel on the up and up these days. George Benson. Yeah, so if you like video games and stuff like that, I used to like. I played Toe Jam and Earl when I was a kid. Go to Observing Stuff's channel and tell them Tanya the Hammer Hicks sent you. That's George Benson, ladies and gentlemen. He's old, but he can still play. I quit horror movies, Tennessee Whiskey, after Silence of the Lambs. I swore off of that movie for life. Silence of the Lambs. That's one movie I don't want to watch no more. Yep. I swore off of that movie. I know Jennifer Lopez was in a horror type picture there, but I swore off of that too. Speaking of movies, Street Fighter the movie, they did a little trailer on that. If anybody saw that, I grew up on Street Fighter. 50 Cent's in there. 50 Cent's in there. Cody Rhodes is in there. So it looks funny looking, but you know, it might be good in the summer. Street Fighter. It was back in the 90s, Street Fighter. Thank you. There's Observing Stuff's channel. And if you want to check out what he does on his video games, you can always head over there. You know, he's not always serious all the time, but he'll have he doesn't always have Observing Stuff. Thank you for coming by, and you're coming back up Observing Stuff. Anyway, Sarah Ferguson. Epstein is still dead, and he's, shit. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but yeah, I saw the link, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's Milli Vanilli. That was a big thing back then. It was lip syncing. They wasn't really singing their songs, and one of them was on stage, and something happened on stage, and one of them ran in there to fix what was wrong, like a tape was broken or something. And but I like talking to people here at Hammer Nation. I'll play good music sometimes. As far as my count goes, I have 1,071 subscribers. I want to hit 3,000, so we're on our way to 3,000 or 4,000. I don't care, just to get this thing monetized. I do it slowly. I'm not in a rush, but I like to see how it does. But like I always say, man, it's always good people up here on a Saturday. Saturdays are not the same anymore, but I try to keep the radio alive. I don't like to see the radio up and die. I used to get those pocket radios. You get them at the flea market, English Channel flea market. I used to get those with the antenna, with the one antenna there. You try to get FM, AM sucked back then. Yeah.
Well, FM was always better than AM.
Yeah, I used to put Kiss FM was my station, but they took that away, put stupid ESPN on there without telling us. Then I remember one time WCBS was off the air, they put in Jack. All they played was music, no commercials, and everybody didn't like it. So WCBS came back and they played Hit the Road, Jack.
Don't come back no more.
I've heard of Jack, but it wasn't working here in New York at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I try to keep everything up and up on Hammer Nation, but hey, I'll keep everything Go copacetic, man. You
Yep.
know.
And I'm gonna close out myself.
Okay. I like to
My
say this before I go, and everybody can sing along with me. Okay. In the famous words of Captain Murdoch of Lethal Weapon, just sing along with me if you feel like it. Let's go, folks. Let's go. I'm playing it now. Let's hear it.
I'm getting too old for this shit. People driving in a ditch. I'm getting too old for this shit. They just wanna get.
Come on, I was already saying, hold it.
I'm getting too
I'm
old
getting
for
too
this
old for this
shit.
shit.
Why do
I don't even
hey,
getting too old
getting
for
too old
this. I'm getting too old
getting
for
too old
this.
for this.
I'm getting too
I'm
old
getting
for
too
this.
old for
me and you
this.
both.
I'm getting too
I'm
old
getting
for
too old for this.
this. I'm getting too old
Hey,
for this.
hey, this sounds good.
I don't wanna do
I
this
don't
no
want to
more.
do no more.
I just wanna lay on the floor. Don't wanna
I
open the
don't
door.
want to
Don't
open
wanna
the
do
door
this no more.
anymore.
My mind is rocking
Man,
to
it's
the
not
core. It's like I'm fighting a war.
war.
I don't wanna do this
No,
no more.
yeah, let's go. Take this out. I don't want to do this no more. I'm getting too old for this.
Mm,
I'm getting too
I'm
old for
getting too
this.
old for this.
mm.
I'm getting too
I'm
old
getting too old for this.
I'm getting too
I'm
old
getting too old for this.
I'm getting too
I'm
old
getting too old for this.
I'm getting too
I'm getting too old for this.
I'm getting too
I'm getting too old for this.
I'm getting too
I'm getting too old for this.
I'm getting too
I'm getting too old for this.
I'm getting too
I'm getting too old.
Who made that? That's dope. Who made that? That's very dope. I like that. I need that on my shit. I mean, I need that on my yeah, I need that on my gaming streams. That's a very dope song.
Yeah.
Very cool song.
Yeah. So if y'all want to support my Cash App, it's $, Tanya 939, but hit that like button, it's free. Hit that subscribe button, it's free. And y'all, if y'all, well, we don't allow no kids in this chat room. I will not allow to have kids in this here. This is an adult channel, and we just ban you until you're old enough to come back in here. But until then, you stay banned. Okay. So if y'all want to do that for me, for the host, if you like what my content, if you like all this, all what we're doing in Hammer Nation, then feel free. And also check out Observing Stuff's channel. I gave him permission to put his channel in my chat room. I don't let nobody else put their channel in unless they ask me. They can't do it on their own.
Yep,
You know?
and I appreciate that. Peace out to everybody. Hope
Peace
you have
out
a
to
good day.
everybody. And again, in the famous words of Captain Murdoch of Lethal Weapon, I'm getting too old for this shit, and everybody else is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, everybody. Bye, Observing Stuff.
Peace.
Peace.